Hey, Bolo buddies, thanks for watching. So we have another featured seller, and this seller shops mostly at the Goodwill, every once in a while, a thrift store, yard sale, things like that also. Having a little bit of technical issues with my circle here, so that may happen throughout the video. We're gonna give it a go though. Okay, so please subscribe down below. Click the alerts button. That'll alert you when I post new videos. And also, if you would like to be featured on my YouTube channel, down below, I'm going to have the link to the video for how to be featured. So if you'd like to do that, that would be awesome. You can contact me through my Facebook BOLO group, which will also be down below. If you're not a member, please join. We'd love to have you. I post tons of BOLOs. We talk about BOLOs. It's a great group. So be sure to join. And we're going to go ahead and get started here. So I'm going to shrink this down. All right, so the first one we're going to talk about, and what I have learned from this seller is prints, paintings, pictures, things like this. This seller buys and flips for good money. He did say that at his local Goodwill that these things are missed often and underpriced. So just something to think about. Keep in mind, I usually walk past these things because I know nothing about them, or I can't read the signature, or I don't know if it's real or fake, you know, those type of things. So this seller has made me start to question that, and I really appreciate that this seller has given us their BOLOs to look at. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. And the first one is this, it's a silk embroidery, and it looks like they've got it framed. You can kind of just look at it here. This one, it says they picked up at an estate sale. On the back, it says Hong Kong 1976 and handwritten ink pen. Let's see if they've got a picture of it. I don't see it. So $2.99, and they took a best offer of $40. All right. So this is a tea caddy, and it has no key. And they picked this up at the Goodwill for $3.99, and it sold for $45. He said that he had it listed for less than an hour, so he's wondering if maybe he underpriced it. But either way, you know, you buy it for $4 and sell it for $45. That's fantastic margins. Okay, so here's another one. It's the Addams Family, and it's a limited edition print. So you can see here, it's a pretty cool print. And they said they didn't know much about it, but figured somebody who likes the Addams Family would buy it. And they were right. They bought it for $6.99 at the Goodwill, and they took a best offer of $65. So they had $115 on it and took best offer of $65. Plus they offered free shipping. Okay, so this is not a huge BOLO, but it's one BOLO that I typically will pass on because I just don't want to take the time to try and figure out if it's something that's going to sell well or not. And they're hard to look up, in my opinion. This mug, they paid 50 cents for, and they took a best offer of 20. So not a huge BOLO, but $9 shipping. So 50 cents into $20. I would definitely take those margins. Again, not a huge BOLO, but that's good. All right, so this is a puzzle, and it's new, still sealed, and they paid $1 for it at the Goodwill, and they took a best offer of $19, and it did have free shipping. So again, this is not a huge BOLO, but puzzles are something to be on the lookout for. If you see one, definitely look it up. Check comps, other solds on eBay. You may be surprised at what some of them sell for. If the seller would have held out, they may have gotten more for it. They originally had it listed for $40, but you know, sometimes an offer comes along and you feel like you want to sell it and you just take it. So, okay, so this is a Betsy Fowler signed print. Trying to see right down here, you can see I wouldn't even be able to tell what that says. I might have made out Betsy. But he said there's a Facebook group that he's in that helps you identify um, signatures. So definitely keep that in mind. If you find prints and you can't figure it out, you can find a Facebook group and post a picture. And a lot of times people in those groups know what different artists' name signatures look like. So definitely keep that in mind. Picked this up at a local thrift store for $7 and they sold it for $60. All right, so this is a clock, a mantle clock. Check it out here. And I read down below that it does lose 10 minutes a day, so it definitely has some issues. They picked this up at a garage sale for $5 and they sold it for $75, even with the issue of not keeping time. So that's pretty cool BOLO. Okay, so here is another print. And I don't know how to say this. Is it Kuka or I don't know. I'm just going to go with Romley. And it is a signed print. 187 out of 200 is what this says. But if you look here, it says 187 out of 300. But I'm sure that was just a typo. And whoever bought this probably saw this down in the corner of the picture. The seller bought this at a local thrift store for $4. It sold within 24 hours for full price, $175. So he was wondering if maybe he priced this one a little low, and shipping was $40. So, all right. So this is a laminated picture poster. It's vintage. It's a two-sided farm. Again, not something that I would even imagine that I could even get $5 for, you know, but they picked this up for 50 cents and they sold it for $30. So that is very cool. Not something that I would even consider buying, but will definitely think twice about. Unopened Dark Sun, the Ivory Triangle box set, AD&D second edition. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a game, if it's a book, if it's a movie. Let's see, maybe up here it tells. Okay, so it looks like it's a game. So they bought this for 99 cents and they sold it for 35 and they picked this up at the Goodwill. So definitely pretty cool and definitely be on the lookout for that. That's a great profit. Okay, so this is a single tile. It's got the mask, 6x6. And it's got some information on the back, made in Italy. They picked this up for $1.99 at the Goodwill, and they sold it for $35. So pretty cool BOLO. I like this one. I would definitely be on the lookout. Gosh, I can't talk tonight. Sorry, guys. For tiles with unique pictures on them. So pretty cool. All right, so this is a roulette wheel. So it's a game, and it looks to be in new condition. The plastic's still on it there. So they bought this for $3.99, and they took a best offer of $31.25, and this also was a Goodwill purchase. Okay, so if you want to see the items that were featured in this video, here's what you do. You go over here and you click See Seller's Other Items. And then you go down to this is See Seller's Other Items. So if you want to see what they have actively listed, let's go highest first and just see what else they have high here. Okay, so here's another drawing. They've got it for $8.25 or best offer. Again, I know nothing about art, but this one must be something special if they have this kind of price on it. Robert Newman. So yeah, they've got some high dollar items here. And a lot of it, again, is prints and pictures and things that I walk right by. So I am going to keep this in mind when I am out at estate sales. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking through this for the first time also. I see these a lot, the croquet sets at, what do you call it, estate sales. So, and I'm guessing the prices that they have these listed at, they've probably done their homework and figured out the best prices to put on these things. And a lot of them have best offer. That's funny, that's a jewelry box. I'm like, oh, is that like full size? But it's not, it's just a little music box. How cute is that? So yeah, pretty cool. Boot Hill TSR miniatures. Huh. So yeah, guys, go in and check out this seller's store. Pretty cool. And then if you want to see their solds, I am going to post the link to their store. So when you go in and click the link, it's going to take you to their highest first listings. And then you can go over and click on sold listings right over here. And then if you search highest first, that's going to take you to the items that were featured in this video. So here's the painting, the Romley painting, or print, I'm sorry, print, the Romley print, the clock, the Betsy Fowler, the Addams Family, the tea caddy. So yeah, you get the drift here. So if you go in, you can click on those and look at the pictures and look at the other details, descriptions of the listing. And that is how I learn, is I look at pictures, I look for signatures, I look at the description to see if the seller has included anything extra that might help me know what to look for when I'm out thrifting or garage sailing or going to estate sales. So again, subscribe below, join my Facebook group if you're not already in it, and also click on the link below to go in and check out this seller store. And thanks for watching and have a great night.